No. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, another review. Today we're gonna be reviewing the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. That's right, all the hype, all the time that we waited for this movie, and we are finally here. I'm gonna review it while drinking coffee. All the power. Actually, I am lying to you. I'm not gonna review it right now because I have to go to the movies and watch it and come back. I have an early screening, luckily. It's like 10 in the morning, and in an hour I have to leave my house. I am lucky that the movie releases early here. Yeah! Yeah! He said the thing! He said the thing! Yeah! So, I'm back. Hi. Hello. I'm back. So what did I think about the movie? Let's see. Okay, I was expecting to not like it, honestly. It's really hard to make a movie for a big fandom such as Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's admit it, there's like a lot of games, a lot of media out there, books, and a lot of fan games. Everyone has their own theories. Everyone has a lot of things to say about this movie. Okay, let me jump into the actual review. My hair is a mess. I don't care. I can... So, what did I think about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Honestly, it's kind of dope. Actually, if you're a fan, you're gonna go watch it and you are gonna see so many Easter eggs. It feels like it was made by fans. But also at the same time, it doesn't. Because if it was made by fans, it would have been awful, okay? I feel like they grabbed some tea and they sipped the FNAF movie in the fan juice, and then they took it out and gave it to competent beings, and they said, okay, this is good, this is bad, and we're gonna keep this and we're gonna take this away. Although it's confusing as ever, and I'm still kind of dizzy from watching it because there's plot twists and things that don't exactly necessarily make sense. But what do you want me to tell you? It's FNAF. Oh, there was some shout out to this girl that went in full baby cosplay, okay? Redhead, wig, makeup, the lines, everything. She went all out for this. And you know what? I can respect it a lot. I respect it a lot. The movie itself, the story is confusing but pretty solid. Even though it was an hour and a half, it felt longer because, I don't know, it felt drawn out at some parts. Like, okay, come on, let's move along. Enough dialogue. Let's see what happens in the Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria, in the Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria, or whatever it is. I don't know. I know FNAF, but I don't know FNAF like other people do. I felt like it could have been a little bit shorter, maybe 10 minutes shorter, because honestly, it was drawn out at some parts, and I enjoyed it a lot, okay? I was like fascinated. The animatronics look so good. They look extremely good because they're real, of course, but they look so accurate. I was surprised. Springtrap, I think it's the name of the animatronic. Oh my god, that suit is so good. Oh my god, it looks so good. I liked the Easter eggs everywhere. Mike Schmidt, I liked Chica's Rainbow, I Dream Theory. There were a lot of Easter eggs that I can't even count. If you're a fan of this movie, you're gonna wanna rewatch it, okay? Because believe me, there's a lot to see in the background. A lot. I didn't like that much the character of Vanessa. It feels like a modern crossover between old FNAF and new FNAF lore, which I liked, and it's kind of like cool to see an organized thing. Well, I actually did like Vanessa, but it felt like she was weird. 70% of the movie she was kind of like acting weirdly. After watching the end, I understood why, but there was one scene that really took me out. When she threatens to shoot Mike, it was all of the sudden and super aggressive, like out of character even. And I feel like, okay, that's a little bit too much, but okay. Also, it wasn't a scary movie, okay? It's a horror movie. It ain't, okay? I'm gonna just say it. I hate horror movies because they scare me. This ain't a horror movie. This is a horror adaptation, maybe? But it's not even horror. It's a game movie, okay? It's a game movie adaptation, and they nailed it, okay? They nailed a lot of things. But I wish it were a little bit more graphic with the deaths. I know FNAF isn't known for, like, gory, right on your face deaths, but also I would wish that they would made it like R-rated, but it's okay, it's not that big of a deal. You can still enjoy the horror because it's not horror. Is there something I didn't like? Well, it dragged out for a little while, but you know, I usually hate child actors because they take me out of the movie. Well, Abby, Mike's sister, she was cool. The dialogue was great. I mean, the acting was pretty good too. She was like one of the highlights of the movie for me. I love how they treated the missing kids incident. Like they could have gone in depth with that, and they didn't, which I respect. They touched on ghosts, possessing animatronics, the missing kids incident. William Afton was kind of like a side character. Like, it was the antagonist, but also a side character. And I feel like in the games we get a lot more of William, even though it's about Mike and his journey. So I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, who knows, who cares? I don't. I enjoyed it, I had fun watching it. When MatPat appeared, I just was like grabbing my seat like, oh my god, it's MatPat! And then he says, well, hey, but that's just a theory! And I was like, oh my god, he said the thing! He said it! He said the goddamn thing! Woo, baby! My god, I was so happy! Everyone was so happy! Well, not everyone. Most of the room was just like, oh, so happy. Seeing Golden Freddy was weird, honestly. Like, I didn't understand the purpose. I mean, if they wanted to set up a sequel, I get it. Let's see. Is there gonna be a sequel? Okay, the FNAF movie is getting 2 sequels. Okay, yeah, I guess that, yeah, it makes sense then. What I didn't like, and I'm gonna be completely and brutally honest, what I did not like is the fact that when when William Afton is just like getting spring locked, he says, before putting the mask on, he says, I always come back. It felt really forced, honestly. Like, it felt really freaking like trying to shove down that reference when they could have done it in an after credit scene, maybe like just the body moving and just the lights turn on and he says, I always come back, or something like that. I don't know. I can't condemn the whole movie for that scene. I think it's great. I think it was a good movie. I think it's enjoyable. If you're a fan of FNAF, go watch it. And if you aren't a fan of FNAF, go watch it because it's also enjoyable. It has a strong aesthetic. It has good shots and good cinematography. The editing is a little bit all over the place sometimes, mainly in the death scenes or the gory scene. There is no gore. The editing feels choppy, but other than that, solid movie. So I'm gonna give the FNAF movie a proud score of 7.9. A great score, and it totally deserves it, okay? It's a great movie. It's enjoyable. Go watch it. I can't recommend it enough if you like FNAF, okay? That's it, okay? So, thank you everybody so much for watching this review. There is not gonna be a video tomorrow probably because I don't have time, but maybe on Sunday another review. So, I hope you have a nice day, and remember, I always come back. Memento Fui. Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. I can't believe they used that song, okay? Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. I wish they used the Security Breach song. Da 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 da. But I can't complain, honestly.